Day one.
A lot of reps, guys making some plays there. I thought, again, not just digesting them. You know, their ability to run the ball early was nice to see. Obviously, it was great to see the defense get a bunch of turnovers there. I was really pleased that we got a lot of guys in getting reps, and so we'll be able to evaluate really everybody on the roster that got a good amount of turns.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, yeah.
Just coming in today, what were some of the things that you were really looking for, kind of seeing after the team, what they accomplished those first couple practices of fall camp?
Yeah, you're looking for to see how they could execute in a game-like situation. You know, we'd practice. This was, number 9, so we practiced 8 times and gotten reps there, but not in a game situation. So wanted to learn kind of where guys are at. We think we've installed plays and practiced them. Can we execute them? And there was some good and some not so good.
What did you see from DJ? Obviously, he was very impressive, especially in that first drive and frankly throughout the rest of scrimmage. What did you think of his performance?
I thought he was in command. You know, he was accurate, going to the right spots with the ball. I think, you know, that first series got some good carries out of Damien and moved the ball there. So without diving into the tape, I thought he did a lot of good things. And really, all 3 of them made some plays and throws and things to clean up.
As far as first scrimmages go, what would you say this one was maybe a little better than like some previous ones, or just kind of hard to tell?
You know, I think it's good first scrimmage just because, again, go back to learning where you're at. Obviously, there can be some back and forth. Oftentimes, offense, you know, mechanics and things show up in the first scrimmage, which we had today. So we learned a bunch about our group, so I was pleased with that.
Offensive linemen were kind of, I don't really, just mixing them up a little
Smart,
bit. Smart,
just a couple guys not going, nothing long term. But again, the hope was to get a lot of guys reps, so that helped.
What about Mason Shafaga? We haven't seen him out here the whole.
Still battling through injury wise. Yeah.
You're halfway through camp now. How do you feel about the progress at this point?
Solid, but it's still a great urgency that we got to make a nice jump. This is a big week coming up. Just hold the team there. You know, early on here, obviously installing, getting some reps, but now it's going to come down to execution with all this stuff. So it's a big week.
Do you limit reps now? I mean, do you start looking at first and second, third team only going?
We'll still get the thirds, some going, but yeah, it's beginning to emphasize the guys that are going to be out there. So a little bit more of that next week, but everybody's going to get reps next week.
What do you think you liked the most from today's scrimmage? Was there something that really stuck out to you, offense or defensive wise, that you were proud of really to see today?
You know, I thought, again, the tackling for the first, you know, for almost 100 plays, the tackling was pretty solid. I thought, our field goal kickers making kicks, a bunch of them. Pleased with that. I thought getting around the quarterback showed up multiple times. That was good to see. Again, I go back to the run game. I think we can establish something there. I thought we made a couple plays down the field, extending at quarterback. So there's a lot to like.
Jake Reichel, he ran tough. Does that give you a little bit of comfort knowing you don't have Griffin here anymore? That gives you a little bit of support for that room.
You feel good, like he did. He carried it well today. He's getting opportunities because of some transition there, and he's taking advantage of it.
And Thomas Collins seemed to make a number of plays too
for a freshman. Yeah, getting in the backfield, a couple of sacks. And he's got some natural instinct, and he can move his feet, create some habit.
Jermod McCoy, we've seen him running with the first team too. Is that another freshman that you think could be?
He's athletic and he's learning, got an opportunity. I'm sure he learned a couple things out there today. But yeah, again, we're giving a lot of guys reps to sort this out.
Seems like DJ is very comfortable throwing on the run. Would you kind of say the same? And what have you liked from him in that regard?
Yeah, he's athletic. But again, I liked how he operated in the pocket, he operated in the run game. You know, and Ben did the same. You know, a couple of carries for Ben weren't as good for when DJ was in there, but all those guys can make some throws on the run. Aiden as well. Great guys.
Thank you. First scrimmage down in the books. What do you think you did, man?
I mean, you know, really just had that first drive, but we went out there and scored on that first drive. Had a couple good carries. O-line was blocking well. Feel good today.
Did it feel good to get into the end zone for the first scrimmage, have your teammates surrounding you, kind of getting that football feel back in the air for you guys?
I mean, really just starting fall camp was really just where it started, not even today. Really just being around the guys all fall camp. Just all these practices in a row really was about, not really just today.
Like you're halfway through camp. Do you guys feel like you're where you want to be at this point, or is there some things that you're not happy with, or you feel like you're in pretty good shape at this point?
I mean, I feel like since spring with DJ coming, we've definitely gotten a lot better chemistry and wise and stuff like that, but we're definitely not where we need to be as far as going into the season. We have a lot to improve on and just continuing to improve even going through seasons.
When you say you got to improve, is there one thing in particular you're looking at that there's a little bit more urgency you got to get going on?
Nah, really just consistency with everything we're doing. That's really about it, just staying consistent with everything we're doing.
What about your game? How do you feel like you've improved from last year, your freshman season, into your sophomore season? It seems like you're seeing the field a lot better. You're making more powerful runs. How do you think you've grown these last year?
I say really at the second level, because last year I was just playing, like thinking and going as playing as I was going. But now I'm just like high school again, playing and like you said, seeing things clearly. I'm just like out there playing. It feels good, smooth. I'm seeing everything. I guess trying to focus on the second level now, because last year, like I said, I was just getting to the spot, getting to where I was coached to, and then just running like a chicken with my head cut off. But yeah, now I feel like just proving at the second level. That's about it.
What are some of the expectations that the team has for these scrimmages, kind of going throughout fall camp? Where do you want to be at the end of fall camp, heading into that very first game of the season?
I mean, I think really just the team, as far as we just want to see improvement from everybody, just anywhere, just focusing on one thing at a time, just getting better through each scrimmage that we have. So, I mean, going into season, I guess just being healthy really, and just having everybody healthy, that's what I want to see.
Thanks, Damien.
Thank you. Versus defense, do you think at all about winning the scrimmage, even though it's really not that big of a deal? You feel like as a defense, you feel like you won today or lost today, or?
I feel like we lost today, even though I think we did good in the series before we did red zone lockout. I think we lost today. I think we need to be more dominant. We always tell the young guys just another practice, but we always want to go out there and dominate the offense and assert our will and not just do our job, but go out there and make plays.
In what way did you feel like you dominated?
Too many missed tackles. The offense drove down and they scored the first drive. We did get a couple 3-and-outs after this, but too many. We had a deep ball, so I think too many missed tackles.
Still some good plays though.
Yeah, still some good plays.
What did you feel like? What did you like?
I liked how everyone's was assignment sound. Everyone's doing their job. We just when the play comes our way, just gotta make the most of your opportunity.
The front seven looked to really take a step forward today. Are you seeing that? Does that make your job easier?
Yeah, everyone was in the right gaps. That's what I was saying. Everyone was doing their job. You just got to make more plays, got to be more disruptive with the ball. We don't want to go out there and just do our job and let the offense score. So I think we just got to be more disruptive and take the ball away.
How do you guys get better from these performances? Like you said, you wish you guys had done better, but going against an offense like this that's improved, how do you think that makes you guys stronger before the start of the season, even going through the season as well?
Especially with some of our guys missing from last year, I think it's emphasizing on stopping the run. I think our front seven did do a good job today, and our offensive line and running backs are great. So I think it's great competition. Iron sharpens iron. One of the best running offenses in the pack. So I think it's great for us to go out there and get our feet dirty a little bit. And it's okay to miss tackles, in the first scrimmage, but when the first game comes, you got to be rolling.
How are you? Go ahead.
As a defense, how are you? When you look at DJ, what are you thinking? What did you see today?
I think DJ looks good. I think the receivers look good. I think you just got to get just a better bond, better chemistry. Just with the timing of throws and stuff like that. He overthrew Ann on one of them. So I think just timing and chemistry. But he looks good. He's a leader. He gets everyone in the right place. Always, after a bad play, he'll always cheer guys up. So I think he's a good leader for our team.
Going back to that competition, just how do you really think that competition helps you prepare for that first game of the season during fall camp?
I think it's great going against these good running backs. I bounced off Damien Martinez today, so I'll go back, watch film, and just how I can improve for the next time. So I think it's great for our first scrimmage to miss some tackles. So hopefully when the first game starts, we'll be shooting at full cylinders. So.
How are you feeling? I know on Thursday you kind of limped off the field for a little bit on a coverage route against Silas. You went back to practice, looked fine. You looked fine today. Is everything okay with the foot?
Yeah, it's my toe. I'm good though. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you though. Appreciate
Your unit is replacing some guys that moved from last year. How's that process going? Fitting some new guys into some new spots.
It's been great. Young guys are taking the coaching, they're applying it. They don't always get it. I kind of feel like my coaches now, when you tell them something, they don't listen. But no, they've been applying themselves. We get extra work in, extra film work. I don't show them the good plays. I only show them what they need to improve on. So I think all I ask is just compete. 100% effort. Even if you make the wrong play, you always go 1,000 miles per hour. So
you've been through 6 of these camps. How do you feel halfway through? Do you feel like you're farther along, not as far as you want to be along at this point?
Overall, team-wise, I think guys are locked in. I think it's just more execution. Just take it from the class to the grass. I think halfway. Yeah, I mean it's always tough to say. We always we do have a far way to go, and even last year, game 1 to game 12 was completely different. I just focus on when the first game starts, how are we going to be. Yeah.
When you say you have a long way to go, looking back at your very first year as a Beaver, how would you just grade where you were in that fall camp compared to where you guys are in this fall camp? Just how much the standard has grown here.
Yeah. I mean, even in guys just taking care of their bodies. Like my freshman year, I never did extra treatment or anything. So just focusing on taking care of my body and being 100% for next day, so I can, beat my body up and then do the same thing next day. So can't come out here and take days off. And guys are, you always see guys getting extra work and getting extra film study with their coaches. So it's great to see. Guys are always pushing each other. Guys are not complaining to come out to practice, complaining to go to workouts. We always see it as a mindset and intent. We get to practice, we get to, do extra live drills. So I think it's just mindset, really.
Who do you credit that to?
I think it started. I think it was started with Coach Smith, but always coaches can only do so much. It starts in the locker room. We always pride ourselves on being player led. I think it's really the leadership of the guys and the older guys showing them the way, and the young guys really applying themselves, because that's, you're only as good as your worst guy. So even when ones or twos go down, the threes and fours should be able to replace them and keep the same standard.
Thanks, Kitan.
Appreciate it. I thought it was good. I felt comfortable. I think the main thing, I want to come out here and feel comfortable. Good rhythm, good tempo. Every time I step up to the ball, I know exactly where I want to go with the ball. See the field well. I thought I did a good job of that. I thought I threw the ball well today. I thought my reads were fast, consistent. I feel like for the most part I was happy with what I did. And I thought we had really good tempo for the most part. Getting set to the line, making the checks, going through the procedures. Thought I did a good job with that.
What's left to do for these next 3 weeks before you actually play a game?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is continue taking it one day at a time. For me, I want to get better with the red zone. I feel like that's somewhere I want to get more familiar with. Our defense does a really good job in the red zone. I think they were number 1 in the country last year, or at least in the Pac-12 in red zone scoring. So they do a really good job. So just get more familiar with the red zone against our defense, the concepts, and then just overall, I think procedure continue to keep coming out, and then I think tying consistent days after day after day after day, and just keep being consistent.
How's your connection with your receivers been growing? It seems like each and every practice, we're down with the first week, you guys are getting more and more connected on the field with your routes, with your timing. How do you think your guys' relationship's grown, even in this practice by it's all said and done?
Yeah, no, I think it's been good. I think the more reps we get, the more comfortable we all get together. I think receivers, quarterbacks, the more reps we get on the field and the live reps, I think that's the only way. That's where you get familiarity, is when you're going against a live DB, because you can throw all the routes on air you want, but it's totally different when the bullets are flying. You have pressure, you got man press, you got outside leverage, you got inside leverage, you run all these different routes versus different coverages. So the more live reps we get, I feel like the more comfortable we get. We watch it on film, we see it, make the corrections, come back here the next day, and then go full speed with it. So it's been good.
That first drive you guys had, I think it was 12 plays. Is that as close to, not perfect, but as close to, the way you'd want to execute an opening drive?
Yeah, I think that was exactly the way you want to execute. Obviously we're watching film. There's probably some stuff we can get better and clean up, but from going on the first drive, I think the biggest thing first drive is bring the tempo. Is you want to have a really good first drive. I think no matter what in the game, because that's going to set the tempo of the game. You come out, score first drive, put some pressure, takes pressure off the defense for our defense, puts pressure on the next offense to come out here and compete. But I feel like overall, we had a 12-play drive. The more plays you have in the drive, the harder it gets, because the more plays you have, the more defensive plays the defense gets to make a stop and make a turnover. So for us to go 12 plays and to finish it out in the red zone is really good to see.
How much easier does it make your job knowing that you've got 2 solid running backs in the backfield with Damien and Deshaun that can pound it up the gut, but then also on that first scrimmage drive, being able to throw it to Damien to that little quick touchdown pass? How much easier does that make your job knowing you've got them?
Yeah, no, I think you said it, man. I think we have, besides those two, we have really other good running backs, Zay and Reichel and Gavin. But I think today was probably the first day I noticed how good Damien is. I think it was one run, I think a 3rd and 6. Outside zone, I'm running the ball, carried out my fake and I see it. I see him get hit in the backfield. I'm like, oh shoot, I guess we're probably gonna punt. And then I just look back and he gets the first down. I think today is the first day. I always know he's been good. And since the first day, I knew Dame was a really good player, a really good running back today. I think it really opened up my eyes to just how really good he is. It's different when you go against live and the guy's gonna tackle him. He doesn't go down after one guy with an arm tackle. It usually takes 2 guys to get him down, and he's just in the open field, stiff arming, missing tackles. But he did a really good job today.
You've been here about 6 months. You having fun with it? You feel like you got the playbook down and ready to roll?
Yeah, no, I feel like I had a really good time, had a lot of fun. It's a great team. It's a great team to be a part of. Great coaching staff. But no, I've had a really fun time. Me and my girlfriend, we've had Corvallis has been a wonderful city, opened us open arms, and it's been a cool place, man. Really chill place, and we definitely love the city and the program.
And how you feeling with the playbook?
Feel good. Yeah, no, I feel a lot more comfortable in the springtime. It's a lot more night and day, I think, from the springtime, but knowing the playbook and the comfortability and the familiarity with the plays. So it's been really good.
What's been your favorite part about living here in Corvallis over the last couple of months? I'm just curious, have you done anything that's really stuck out for you? What's been your favorite part?
Man, me and my girlfriend, we went to the coast, and when her mom was in town, Stacy, we went out to Oregon coast where they, I think, what was it called? Where they filmed the Goonies at.
Oh, Astoria, yeah.
We didn't go to Astoria. Where was the one where the big rock at?
Haystack?
Cannon Beach.
Cannon Beach,
Yeah, we went to Cannon Beach. We stayed at the hotel there for a night. We were there for the weekend. But the Oregon coast is beautiful. Like, I know coming from California and like going to the beach there, it's a totally different scene. Like there's trees right there, almost like you have cliffs and the trees are right there, like big old trees, like 30, 40 feet up. And then like you have big old cliffs and the ocean right there. Like the views are amazing. And it was super nice. Like it was cold. It was like 65 degrees in the summertime. So it was nice. I liked it a lot. I was like, man, I had a sweatshirt on. It sweats at nighttime. We made a fire, but I think that's probably been the funnest thing I've done so far, because I think it's beautiful, man. Like I didn't really realize how beautiful Oregon as a state it is, and we were talking about, me and my girl were talking about, like, man, it's just a pretty place. We're just thankful that we're up here in Oregon, so it's been great.
Is it nice to be back on the West Coast?
Definitely, yeah. No, I'm a West Coast guy, so it's been great. Close to family, brother down the street. It's been great.
You ready for 107 next week?
Yeah, no, I seen that. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Try to get away from that up here in Oregon. I didn't know it got that hot. I knew it rained a lot, but I didn't know it gets to 107 up here. But just drink a lot of water, and then you gotta go out there and push through the day.
Cool.
Thanks,
DJ.